Well, friends, Chapter 49 of Baki Rahen starts off with a cover page showing Jack standing with his hands in his pockets. The chapter is titled Supreme Communication, and there's also text that reads a desire for strength beyond limits and morals. Moving to the next panel, it starts where the last one left off. Jack launches a kick, but suddenly a clashing sound can be heard, and even the surrounding crowd wonders what just happened. In the next panel, we can clearly see that the gripping master Hanayama counters Jack's strike with his fist. We can see the aggression on Jack's face as the surrounding crowd murmurs in amazement, wondering whether Jack's shin got broken or Hanayama's fist. Jack breaks the silence, saying, "That was a hell of a sound." But surprisingly, neither Hanayama's fist nor his shin is damaged. Both are just fine. The crowd wonders how Jack can remain so calm even after such a brutal impact. Jack continues, saying that Hanayama's fist is so solid and so strong that he could crush his own fist, and that his grip is solid for sure. Beside the crowd, we can see the police chief and another officer on the scene. One of the officers asks the chief if it would be better to step in between these two giants, but the police chief replies that this isn't a fight. It can't even be called violence. Rather, it's a discussion. On the other side, Jack immediately charges toward Hanayama and lands a devastating left hook to Hanayama's face. Without letting go, Jack immediately gets him in a choke and locks Hanayama's arms with his legs. Then, he opens his mouth wide and bites right into Hanayama's neck. Blood splatters in the air, but Hanayama remains calm. He opens both arms and grabs Jack's forearm. As Hanayama grips tightly on Jack's arm, he wrings Jack's forearm like a towel. The impact looks so brutal that blood splatters out from Jack's forearm, and he releases Hanayama due to the pain. On the other side, Kazaki states, "This one really hurts," as Jack's wrist is wrung out like an old towel. So this chapter was good, but could have been better as it opened with a powerful message, a desire for strength beyond limits and morals. And from that moment on, it was clear this was more than just a fight. The title Supreme Communication says it all. This wasn't about anger or revenge. It was about two warriors expressing themselves in the only way they know how, through sheer power. Jack Hanma starts off strong, aggressive as always, throwing a devastating kick. But Hanayama, the gripping master, counters it with his bare fist. The impact creates a thunderous sound that leaves the crowd stunned. People begin to whisper, was it Jack's shin that broke or Hanayama's fist? But then Jack calmly breaks the silence and says it was one hell of a sound, though both his shin and Hanayama's fist are perfectly fine. Jack then praises Hanayama's strength, saying his fist is so solid that he could crush his own bones with it. He also mentions that Hanayama's grip is as powerful as it looks firm and unstoppable. Among the crowd, we see the police chief and an officer watching the fight closely. The officer suggests stepping in to stop them, but the chief replies that this isn't a fight, it's not even violence. He calls it a discussion, and that line gives us a deeper understanding of what's happening. Jack and Hanayama aren't just fighting, they're speaking to each other through their fists. Jack charges at Hanayama with a brutal left hook, landing a chokehold and grabbing his arms with his legs. Surprisingly, he bites into Hanayama's neck, causing blood to flow. Despite the pain, Hanayama holds on, gripping Jack's forearm until the force wrings it, making Jack release his grasp. Witnessing this, Kazaki mentions how painful it is, like Hanayama twisted Jack's wrist dry. As the chapter ends, we're left wondering what's coming next. Jack is hurt, but we all know he won't give up so easily. Hanayama is bleeding, but his calm demeanor shows he's far from finished. Both are still standing. Both still have something to say. And whatever happens next, it's going to be even more intense. Well, friends, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comments, and like the video. Also, consider joining channel membership for exclusive content and perks. I'll catch you in the next one.